This is the Convene podcast. In keeping with its goal of having participants reimagine the traditional conference model, the inaugural The Conference for Conferences kicked off with an offbeat icebreaker, a connection-building exercise that draws out event participants. Written and read by Barbara Palmer, Deputy Editor of Convene.
There was an audible gasp in the room when, soon after the Conference for Conferences began, organizer Jenny Sower-Klein told participants that the blank space on the cover of the 8 by 8 inch workbook they'd been given was for a hand-drawn portrait, one that event participants would draw of each other. It was an unusual way for a conference to get down to business. But then the reason why Sower-Klein convened the inaugural The Conference for Conferences on the campus of the Oakland Museum of California was to invite its 150 participants to experiment with session formats and reimagine ways to convene. For the exercise, which Sower-Klein, the founder of the Primary Shift, a San Francisco Bay Area workplace experience design studio, sometimes describes as instant Picasso. Participants were asked to write their names on their workbooks and exchange them with another participant. There were 2 rules, she added: not to look down at the drawing in progress and not to lift their pen from the page. No one has to be an artist or be creative to do this, so it levels the playing field, Sower-Klein said. And when participants put their pens down and share their drawings, there's always a moment of uproarious laughter. It's fun. But it also serves as a critical function in helping people create strong connections at the beginning of events, she said. I'm not saying to people, gaze into your partner's eyes deeply, but that's kind of what's happening, right? So you get people looking at each other, strangers having this moment where they're drawing, so they're using a different part of their brain than normal. Sower-Klein said that in her experience, there's an invisible wall between the speakers and the audience, and there's an invisible wall between attendees and each other. You're sitting in a sea of people, but it's often very awkward or uncomfortable to make those connections. So as designers, how do we break the 4th wall between the speaker and the audience? And how do we break those invisible walls between attendees so that they feel safe and comfortable enough to make new connections?
Remember to subscribe to the Convene podcast on your favorite listening platform to stay updated with our latest episodes. For further industry insights from the Convene team, head over to pcma.org/convene. My name is Maggie. Stay inspired, keep inspiring, and until next time.